Yo! What is up, gamers? Today we're going to be going over Ankylo Coil, Ankylo, Ankylo. It's Ankylo Coil. You can get him right now from Hit the Road. All you have to do is play one Hit the Road mission and you should unlock him instantly. Today we're going to be going over how he performs in game and the best build for him. If you don't liking this video, you can like the video and subscribe if you even like it that much. It's free and I'd appreciate that very much. So let's just get into it. His commander perk is Soaring Grit Plus, which is Kinetic Overload, heals you for 6.375% of your maximum health. This is interesting because it's the... I don't know if it's the first, but it's one of the only dinosaur heroes that don't rely on you having your shield depleted, meaning you do not have to run Blast from the Past, meaning this build is much more flexible than any other dinosaur hero there is, in my opinion. You don't have to have that specific perk to make it work. You don't have to have your shield gone. You can just run this, get your kinetic overloads out, and heal. You know, this is going to be really good for taking out hordes, as you're going to be using your melee and you're going to be constantly getting attacked, but that's fine because you're going to be constantly healing. It is really cool. It's fun. I actually like this compared to a lot of other dinosaur heroes, which are really picky and, you know, they kind of force you to run a certain build, but this, you get ultimate freedom. I also really like the skin on this guy. Before we jump into the actual build, it's pretty cool. I don't like how Kyle is shaved, but you know, sometimes you gotta do it. So for the build, we obviously have Ankylo Kyle for the commander, and for the team perk, as I said, we aren't forced to run Blast from the Past, so I went with Kinetic Overload. I can't speak, as usual. Kinetic Overload occurs an additional time, meaning once you get one kinetic overload you get a second one, which means you will heal twice, meaning you'll ultimately heal for 12.75% of max health. Yeah, I think I got that right. 12.75 of your max health. So that's cool. And you also get all the other perks twice, because kinetic overload twice. So for our support team, we have Maximum Overload, increases kinetic overload damage by 50%. Pretty basic, because we're going to be focusing on getting our kinetic overloads out, obviously. Knight's Impact increases hardware impact by 33%. This is important because to actually activate kinetic overload, we need to, is it stun or stagger an enemy? Wait, let me just quickly go into, how do you actually get into here? So to actually activate kinetic overload, melee, knockbacks and staggers. Okay, knockbacks and staggers, meaning we are going to have a high impact, and to increase our impact, we've got Knight's Impact. Actuated attacks increases hardware damage by 70%. We're going to be using hardware, but you can use any other melee. Hardware is just personally my favourite types of melee, and we are going to be using the surround sound for this video, by the way. Software increases hardware heavy attack efficiency by 65%, since we are going to be using the surround sound, and surround sound focuses primarily on its heavy attack. We're obviously going to need some heavy attack efficiency. And then hardware crit rating increases hardware critical rating by 70%. This is, well, the last three here are just for our actual weapon. These two focus on the kinetic overload, and then obviously he's a kinetic overload hero. Let's get into game and show this guy off, because he's actually my favourite dinosaur, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we got in, and well, I just saw a blaster over here. It'd be fun to at least test the surround sound. Okay, so the damage isn't large and we aren't one-hitting husks because this build doesn't focus on hardware damage. It focuses on kinetic overload and healing. So obviously here we are, let's take a bit more damage, and then let's get our kinetic overloads out. You see how much we healed for there? We're healing for quite a bit actually. We healed for about 70k that time. Can we actually get them from our heavy attacks? I think. Yes, we can heal from our heavy attacks. That is even cooler. We're already back on max health. That is quite cool. But the problem with this build is the damage, of course. It's not going to be the highest in the world, and this is only a 132. It's not a 140. So we could be doing even less damage to husks if we were in a 140. Yikes, I fell down a hole. Oh. Also, fun little thing to know about the Smasher. Oh. Okay, this was an opportunity I was hoping to run into. Okay, let's just... See, the Smasher actually hit us and we instantly heal. Just because the surround pound itself has such a high impact. we can actually knock down the smasher, which is really cool actually. Let's get a heavy attack, just heal a bit. So we're already back at 600. It is going to take a while to actually take out the smasher, but we're going to be constantly knocking it down, and yeah, we're going to be healing at the same time. It's not the most effective. It's like a stall. It's like a stall hero, and I actually have a clip that I'll put at the end of the video. It was me in a 140 solo, constantly hitting the same husks for 5 minutes, because there was a healer husk, and they were out healing the damage that I was putting out, just because it was that low, which I found pretty interesting. So, yeah, we are actually healing for a lot. It's quite good. I might run this in lower level missions quite often, just because, well, you're not going to be dying a whole lot, just because of how easy it is to actually get the knockdowns, as I said. And there we go, the smash is down. I think that's going to actually do it, because there's not a lot that I can showcase with this, like most things. It's a good hero. I do recommend you get him. He does work as a commander, but I think he is best suited for support. And because he doesn't rely on you having your shield depleted, he makes a fantastic support. He's not going to be holding you down for whatever reason, which I find really good about this hero. And that's probably why he's my favourite dinosaur hero, because I'm not restricted to no shield. So if you do end up liking this video, please like the video. I do like this guy. He's fun. I hope you found this video interesting or learned something from it. And yeah, have a nice day.